How to handle social tragedy. The heavy topic. I'm offering this in the context of the latest Israeli-Palestinian fight, but this is a topic that transcends just one instance of social tragedy. We can also consider the gun violence that goes on in the U.S. We can consider any long embittered conflict or disagreement in our communities. Because by and large, social tragedy is being driven by these divisions, these separations amongst peoples. And it's being driven by the unwillingness of all involved to come back towards compromise and cooperation. I'm Jim Tolles. I'm a spiritual teacher. I blog at spiritualawakeningprocess.com. I invite you to sign up to my free newsletter in the description section and to leave a comment and share this video, because I think this is another one of those ones, like my How to Face Fear video, that a lot of people need to hear. The How to Face Fear video, of course, also another video that transcends the topics, was initially inspired in March of, I believe, 2020. The years just kind of melt together, don't they? Because of COVID-19. And I remember walking into that grocery store one day and feeling this wall of fear, just the amazing amount of fear, and being confused by why all the pasta was gone from the grocery store. It's like, what is happening? And then, of course, they found out, and we went through all the lockdowns. And then we've gone through the social tragedy of the pandemic and all the isolation that has created so much suffering, that has broken up people and communities in the hopes of trying to save other aspects of society who are, generally speaking, extremely sick. And instead of waking up to the reality that people are sick, they are so sick that one more disease kills them, we have tried to shove this all behind us and to not pay attention to it. And I bring this up because social tragedies are driven by ignorance, by our unwillingness to learn from our mistakes, and our unwillingness to compromise, our unwillingness to see reality. The reality in the Middle East is that people don't want to share. Some people certainly do, but the people with a certain amount of power don't, and desperation has set in. Violence is a hallmark of desperation. Wherever social tragedies are coming up, we should be looking for desperation. Why is one or both or multiple parties so desperate that they're going to do something violent? What are the conditions that we have set into place to create gun violence in schools? In the U.S., people point to different things: mental health, the prevalence of guns. But what about the will? What about this need to act out in this way, to be heard, to be seen, that's made somebody this desperate? How has community rejected these people? Do we really want to look at the structure of a society? And the answer for most people is no. For someone like me, it's yes, because I'm interested in reality. This is what the spiritual aspect of all this is today, as always, is we're stripping away illusion, again and again, stripping it away to see what is real. And what is real, in my experience, is that when people resort to violence, it's because all other options have been taken away and there's nothing left. It's because people are getting desperate and are going into despair. And try to understand that the people who are winning and have the most influence and destructive abilities may be the ones in the most despair. What does it say about someone if you have such immense power And all you can think to do is to just create massacre. We need to learn how to talk to each other. I'm not going to say again because we are creating these new global social structures that never existed before. This is brand new to the human race as far as we know. We need you. You, this person who's watching this video. Don't think this has to do with somebody in some high place of power. We need you to practice having conversations with people of different opinions, different backgrounds. And I'm not saying arguments. I don't go to that part. Just have a conversation. Find people who think differently than you or even look differently from you. It will enrich your life. It will open up doors for cooperation and empathy. These are the things that heal. This is the grassroots level that we have to start on because that's where it's going to come from to put pressure on higher up leadership in all the different countries that are involved. Because that's how it is these days too, that there's a lot of different forces involved in whatever this current social tragedy is. Sadly, there's probably a lot of social strategy that's created the tragedy because some people benefit from that. Let's not overlook that. Some people are so despairing and so broken that they look forward to these types of conflict, working in the shadows to make more money or get more political influence or whatever. We need all of us to come together to start talking again, not scattering into individual pursuits and getting lost in them. We don't want to be individual animals. Everything I've seen and learned and all the gifts that this path has given to me of pulling away my illusions, I can see that individualism is a dead end. It's a despairing black hole. You don't want it. You only want it like salt. A little salt goes a long way. It's like, okay, yeah, I got mine hour by myself. That's fantastic. But people are spending vast majorities of the time by themselves. So we're isolating people, breaking up communities. And that makes us desperate for solutions. When we're desperate, we can be recruited to do all sorts of horrible things for the officially recognized armies and for the unofficially recognized armies and all the different forces that come together to create conflict. We need each other. We need to practice empathy. Empathy is a practice. We need to practice learning about different points of view instead of just justifying our own. We need to learn how to console one another, to give selflessly. Social tragedy is healed by community. There aren't easy solutions, but there are individual and communal actions we can take together to heal our wounds, find healthier ways of engaging as an 8 billion person society, of dealing with the challenges that are before us, environmentally and socially. Winning an argument on Twitter will not make you happier or the other person happier. So let's start to change our thinking towards better supporting ourselves, deepening our empathy, and learning to understand that whatever we're looking for on the solution on the surface level, the problems are on the hidden levels. And the spiritual path is a way that we learn to strip away what is hidden so we can see what's really going on and address the deeper issues there. Thank you for your time. Please share this video. I wish you well.